Hey there, Excel friends. Welcome back to Sheet Leveler, your go-to place for mastering Excel, one step at a time. Today we're diving into a super useful but often misunderstood function, the SUBTOTAL function. Why should you care? If you've ever used sum to total up numbers in Excel, you might think, why would I ever need SUBTOTAL? But here's the game changer: SUBTOTAL can dynamically update based on filters. That means it only counts visible data, and that's a big deal when analyzing large datasets. In this tutorial, we'll cover how the sum function works, quick refresher, how to use the SUBTOTAL function step by step, the key difference between sum and SUBTOTAL, and why it matters. A real-world example showing why SUBTOTAL is a lifesaver. Sounds good? Let's get started. To make this super easy to follow, let's use a simple employee list. At the top of our sheet, I want to add up all the hours worked. Normally, we might put totals at the bottom, but for visibility, I'll add them right at the top so you can clearly see the formulas in action. Let's start with the method most people already know, the sum function. Click on cell E2, where we want to display the total hours worked. Now let's use sum. Equals sum. Open parenthesis, E4 through E400, close parenthesis. Press enter and boom. Excel adds up all the hours for every employee in our list. That was easy. But here's the catch. The sum function adds up everything, even rows that are hidden or filtered out. That's where SUBTOTAL comes in. Now let's try the SUBTOTAL function and see why it's different. Click on cell E1 and type equals SUBTOTAL, open parenthesis, 9, comma, E4 through E400, close parenthesis. Press enter, and you'll notice it gives us the same total as sum for now. But wait, why did we enter a 9? In SUBTOTAL, the first number, 9, tells Excel what kind of calculation we want. 9 equals sum 1 equals average, 4 equals max, 5 equals min. This means SUBTOTAL isn't just for summing. You can use it for averages, max values, min values, and more. Now let's see why SUBTOTAL is a game changer. Our data is stored in a table with filters already applied. If you're not familiar with filters, check out my video on filtering in Excel. Let's say we only want to see the sales department. Click on the filter button in the department column. Deselect all and select only sales. Click OK. Now, look at our totals. Sum is still showing the total for all employees, even the hidden ones. SUBTOTAL, however, has updated to show only the visible employees in sales. Let's test another department. Filter for inventory, SUBTOTAL, updates instantly. Filter for admin, SUBTOTAL, updates again. That's the power of SUBTOTAL. Unlike sum, it only counts the data you can actually see. When should you use sum versus SUBTOTAL? Use sum when you want to total everything, whether it's visible or not. Use SUBTOTAL when you need totals that are just based on filters. This makes SUBTOTAL perfect for filtered reports, dynamic dashboards, pivot-style summaries without using pivot tables. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and try both functions in your own spreadsheet. Filter your data and see how SUBTOTAL updates in real time. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever struggled with hidden rows messing up your totals? Which function do you think you'll use more now? If you found this tutorial helpful, you'll love my other videos on pivot tables and pivot charts, advanced filtering tricks, creating dynamic dashboards in Excel. Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more Excel tips and tricks. Excel is an amazing tool, and I'm so excited to be on this learning journey with you. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy excelling!